Oh,
Oh my goodness. All right. So, what's been going on since we talked last? What have you got? What have you done? Where are you? What's going on?
I have been so busy
Busy
that
with good things?
yes,
Okay.
yes. I've had two listing appointments. One was
Okay.
they were both ones that I already had in my pipeline. They're both referrals. One I'm going to get, one I may not. And if I don't, I'm okay with it because he wants to price it too high. And I just told him it would be unprofessional of me to take. I said it will be a waste of time and money for both of us, and you'll be very frustrated and unhappy. And when I know that's the ending, we're not going to start that way.
Yeah.
So, and he took that well. So we'll see. I
Okay. Is it
showed
gonna?
him he wants to price at 500 and not do any work. And I said, if you paint, replace flooring, and replace the broken glass, you could list it for 450. And then I showed him three. He didn't want any data. He wants his price. I said, I'm going to show you three things and ask you to indulge me. Here's one that sold for under 400. Here's one that sold for 450. And here's one that sold for 510. Which one does yours look like? And it was the under 400. So
And did it's change anything, or he's still?
he didn't say, you're right, whatever. I just said, get the quote from the painter, see what you can find out about the flooring. He's willing to do things. It's
Good.
the price now. So,
Yeah.
we'll see. And his agent is a luxury agent, and the referral's a luxury agent in Tulsa, and she's right in line with me. So,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Good.
And then I had a listing yesterday where they have to do work, super sweet. I've had a photo shoot with my listing that we've postponed the going live to next weekend because of bad weather this weekend. I met with Colette Stone, and I'm going to get started with her in February. We're going to do she's going to shoot an interview with me in the studio about
Nice.
the real producer thing because I wanted to figure out a way to maximize that. She said,
Hmm.
let's do this. I said, should I buy any of the mailers or any of that? She said, no, I can create things for you from the flip book. And um, I've just gone nonstop. I've had two offers on my listing in the neighborhood that went live, and they're low. They were low. So I've been working with them to get them up and working with my sellers to get them more realistic.
Hmm.
And we're close, but one's cash, but I don't trust them. They've been too cute because they want to have an appraisal even though it's cash, and they used an appraisal waiver that if it didn't appraise for 550, they didn't have to buy it at 570. And I mean, you don't have appraisals on cash, you don't use appraisal waivers on. And then they use two wrong forms, I don't know, and they've mansplained things to me. And
And this
I
is
just don't
and
like
you're
them very.
working. Well, do they
I'm
have an
working for
agent?
this. It's an agent, yes. The agent is mansplaining to me, your sellers need to understand that their house isn't worth what they're asking, and that, you know, this is likely to be the best offer they get, and all of those things. He's an agent. The agent is an agent representing his father-in-law, who is an agent. And I don't know if they're normally commercial agents or something. It's just off.
Yeah.
So anyway, and the other ones, I'm trying to get him up. So
Is the
that's my
house
thing.
overpriced? I'm just curious.
It could be. It's priced at 615. I wanted them to price it at 600 and try to get multiple offers. It's unique. Um,
Okay.
so it's hard to find comps. In our neighborhood, it's on a much bigger lot. Out of 80 homes, maybe seven or eight of them have a pool. It has a pool. So it has all this great stuff, and then it backs up to a busy road. So
Okay.
it's the it's the nonstop juggling, weighing. So we'll see.
Okay. All right. So far this year, nothing's closed. You have two pendings.
Yes, and if I get this one under contract, it'll be the third one.
Okay. The
Um,
two that you have at the 20,000. So, when do you expect those to close?
the bigger one, February 2nd, The other one, um, February 11th. It's an eye finder.
Okay. Have you been using the spreadsheet? I'm gonna just go back into the my.
Yes.
Okay, how's that working for you?
It's good. The uh we're not fully using it yet. I got all my tweaks made to it and finally just said I got to send it to her and let her see it. And what I think we need to do, instead of having a page for pre-listing and a page for MLS, put it all in one. So as we have them, we don't have 4 sheets of 6 properties, just,
Yeah.
one sheet, and I put the blue bar with the captions, whatever,
Okay.
at each break. And Terry's been really busy, so we've tried to talk when I'm driving, things like that. Um, I'm looking forward to the bad weather because I'm just going to be home getting things done. Uh,
All right. So I'm gonna, do you have, your sheet's not open. I'm in your sheet right now.
okay, I can
Your
get in
business,
it.
the command center document.
Yeah, let me. Is that the listing sheet?
No, it's the business command. If you do a search and drive, just write business
Mhm.
command center, it'll pull it up for you.
I think I've got it in my Deb Pearlman.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, search up here. There we go. Yes, okay.
There
Where
you
you
are.
want me
Okay.
to go?
So I'm on your referral tracker sheet.
Okay.
I'm just looking at that.
Oh, I haven't fully done that from,
Well,
that
that's
may not
okay
be.
because you have a referrals out sheet that you and I had started working on. You have Brandy Roca in here, but I'm thinking we don't need that sheet because you have it on the referral tracker sheet. We could probably just get rid of this second
Okay,
piece.
I'm on the referral tracker sheet. So where else are you seeing?
So there's a sheet. So you see on the referral tracker sheet, you put in here Clayton and Ashley Giddens as client. It was a referral to
Mm-hmm.
Brandy Roca, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, and then the next tab after this one
It's
says
referrals
referrals
out.
out. It's redundant. I don't think you need
Yeah.
both. So we can
Okay.
get rid of the referrals out sheet is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because that's the only one in there.
Yeah, so I'm going to delete that sheet, okay?
Okay.
Because we want to keep this as okay. We want to make this as less overwhelming and less work as possible.
Okay.
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 All
Hmm.
right. Okay, I think, and then when I go back to your pipeline,
I've got uh, um
so I see two pendings. I see the pending online, so it's McLean and no, Noel. Those are your two.
yes.
Okay, good.
In Texas they pronounce that. You ready? Cannoli.
No.
Yes. I
Oh
was
my God.
saying
Do you know what the
no.
Italians, I have a friend who's Italian. She would not be happy with that. Two friends that are very Italian. We actually have made
Yeah.
cannolis. No, that's not, that's so, somebody should tell them. So,
I can't. I can't. Her husband's a big guy.
all right. So you've got a lot in your pipeline. You've got a
Yes.
couple of prospects in here. You've got some active buyers, some listings.
You see the one I lost? The
Um,
agent called me to talk about them, didn't know their price point, didn't know their timing really. And when I followed up with her a couple of weeks later, she said, oh, they connected with another agent. So,
okay, so they're not a prospect anymore. So this one
right.
I'm going to take lost. Okay,
Okay.
I just changed it to lost.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so that was the whites. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, well, I'm sorry I lost it, but it happens, right?
Yeah. Well, I never had a chance, So,
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
and I'm kind of putting everything here. I think I've this Travis Tennessee on line 18. I met him at an open house in October, and he came over to the office and we had a consultation. I gave him a copy of the first home buyers book that Jay Papazan wrote, and crickets. I can't get him to answer to a text or an email. I sent him an email that just had his name in the subject line and said, "Are you still interested in buying a home this year?" And nothing.
How long has it been?
Well, I first met him in October. I've already sent him the simple email. I just didn't update this.
When's the last time you picked up the phone and tried calling him?
Uh, I haven't tried calling him because he's a young guy. And even when I texted him during work time, he was like, "I can't respond. I'm at work."
Okay.
Let me see. It may not be on my new phone. No, it's not on my new phone. So I probably haven't texted him in 3 weeks. I've sent him the email since then.
Okay. Okay.
Tell me
What's
what to
your
do, and I'll do it.
Well, getting into a rhythm of texting and calling is good. And if you know that he's working, call him, like 5:30, before
Yeah.
but I would do one more text and one more and try the call and just say, listen, if you're not interested anymore, just let me know and I'll stop bothering you. But like please
Yeah.
just communicate with me and let me know. And then just, was everything okay? Because that now it's, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's a pattern to really effective lead gen.
Yeah.
So it's a little different in the real estate industry, but universally, the way that it works is you would make a phone call,
Huh?
and if you get a voicemail, you leave a voicemail, and you make sure you say your name, and then you
Mm-hmm.
send a text message, and then you send an email, like all within the same moment. You hang
Oh.
up the phone, and you say, and you set up the expectation that they're probably busy, maybe they can't pick up. You are going to send a text and a follow-up email just to make sure that they get your email, because you want to, whatever's happening, especially because you're in process, you've had a meeting with him and now he's like
Mm-hmm.
basically ghosting you, right?
Yeah.
But you tell them this.
Got it.
And then I used to have a rule with my sales reps: you're not allowed to leave an appointment without your next appointment in the calendar. Like when you're with somebody, schedule your
Yes.
next appointment, right?
Yes.
Yeah, get it in the books.
Okay.
I mean, they could always still be a no-show, but at least it's in the calendar.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
those are two things. And then typically what would happen is the pattern is you've made your phone call, you've sent an email and a follow-up text. You
Okay.
wait 5 to 7 business days, not 3 weeks. You wait 5 to 7 business days,
Mm-hmm.
and you pick up the phone again. You send an email and a text, and you keep doing that every 5 to 7 business days until you get to the fourth round. And on that round, it's like, you know what? We had an appointment. I thought, we left things good. Um, Obviously something changed. I hope everything's okay. I don't want to become a nuisance. I'll stop bothering you, and I will reach back out to you in 3 months. And then you put it in your calendar to do the same reach out pattern in 3 months. And as long as you have the permission to text, right? And they've given you the phone number, so they can't complain that you're texting them when you shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
Okay, on your call prep form.
1 second.
Uh-huh.
You said, I tell you what, I'll reach out again in 3 months.
Yeah. I don't want to become a nuisance. I'll reach out in 3 months. I'm putting it in my calendar for such and such date. Talk to you then. And put it in your calendar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, now, my dear,
Mm-hmm.
On your core prep form, you put perfectionism is still what's going on.
Well, I'm trying to, like in the small things like texts and the rest of that, to not correct anything unless it's needed for clarity.
Okay.
Um, and I just think, but it's just this little. So I'm thinking if I can do it on the little stuff, then I become more aware. And maybe I can do it on the bigger things too. So, um,
Well, so if you're correcting, so all right, you know what you've been doing, right? I
yeah,
don't know who they're going to. I don't know what the messages are. So the only thing I would say to you is it, are you investing your time, spending your time, or wasting your time when you do that?
yeah. I also realized, like yesterday at a listing appointment, it was complicated, but it wasn't 3 hours long complicated. But I was there 3 hours.
Okay. Why?
Well, it was our first meeting. They were referral from their nephew, who's an agent in our office, and um, they've owned the home 18 years, never lived in it. It's dated. They want to spend money on it, but they're going to overspend. So we had to talk a while about that, and maybe there were ways we could minimize. And they were meeting with a contractor they've worked with before, and I was, trying to get the relationship going well enough that I could get them to talk to a second contractor because I don't know the contractor they have, and
Okay. Did they sign
so it
the
was a
listing?
multi.
Wait. Did they sign a listing agreement with you?
No, because we don't know price and we don't know timing. I have to have a price in the listing agreement, and until I know, are we going to have tile floors or are we going to have wood floors? Are we going to have Formica countertops? Are we going to have quartz countertops? I mean, the shell of the house is really nice, but if it's going to cost $50,000 to do these things, they're probably not going to do it. So I left them all the paperwork and went over it, and they're not going to go anywhere else.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I put
They're
one
not
into
even
my.
talking to anybody else. So
Okay. I really wish that there was a way that agents could, even if they don't, you can't put like you could put a placeholder dollar amount and
right.
get that listing agreement signed so that you know that you've got the clients and they're working with you.
Yes. I
Because,
do that more than half of the time.
okay,
Um, I've got one I didn't do just because it was going to be 4 months until they listed. I don't know. It didn't seem to fit with me to be that sort of
okay.
appearing greedy. I don't know.
Greedy. You gave them resources. You gave them your
Yes.
contractor contact information. You spent 3 hours with them, and there's no guarantee they're going to even want to sell the house, you're saying, right? This is all
They want to
produce.
sell it. It's a second house that they bought for her mother, and the mother's died, and one of
So
those things.
what about the conversation? Okay, that's the that you brought this up, so I'm going to ask you a
Yes,
question
yes,
about it.
yes. I mean, it should have been a 2 hour conversation. It was going to
Okay.
be longer than the typical 1 hour. Um,
Did they know
but
that? Were they aware of that?
they knew it would be more than an hour. I didn't know, I didn't tell him about timing. They're retired and he's handy. So he wanted to show me everything he'd done at the house and how they put in astroturf. And, you know, um,
Okay.
I just felt that was part of building the relationship and I enjoyed talking to them, that kind of thing. So I just kind of let it go.
Okay. So in I'm going to go back to sales. In sales, we
Yeah.
do something called a soft close.
Yes.
So when you were at some point in the conversation, I know that this can be uncomfortable sometimes because you feel like you're there to be the advisor. However, how much do you get paid per hour?
Yeah. Nothing if that's the case.
And when you look at what your overall salary is, what your income is, you're probably worth about what, 250, 300 an hour?
On good days. Yes.
Yeah. So, and if the house does sell, what's the number going to be?
Probably 475, and I'll get 2.25 of that because of the referral fee.
Right. So how much would you be walking away with?
Under 10,000, about 10,000.
Okay. So, all right. So is it worth the 3 hours you spent to get that $10,000?
It was to me
Okay.
because of building that relationship and um, knowing they're not going anywhere and knowing the house is empty. So I'm not going to be spending a lot of money. I'm not going to be spending money with
Agent.
my photo stylist and that sort
Okay.
of. I'll go over and take, doormats and succulents and white towels, things like that.
Okay.
Um, but it won't need a
Okay.
lot.
So
And
then it's,
it's 15 minutes from my house,
mhm.
which for me is like practically in my neighborhood, because everywhere is a long time away, even if it's not a long way away.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, but when you're, and not but, and when this happens again, reframe that, because then what you're saying is it wasn't a waste of your time. You were building a relationship that could end up being $10,000 in your pocket.
right.
Okay.
Okay, I like that reframe. I'm I know you know this. I know this also. I'm hard on myself, but I
No.
don't know a different way to be.
So
You know,
all right. So we're gonna walk you through an exercise. Okay. So, the question I have for you first before we do that, though, because I don't want to go too far over. Well, two things. First of all, I just want you to know something. So, I was tapped to be on the executive coaching team for the Coaching Nexus.
mhm,
So, what that means as a coach is that my clients who move into that or become executive coaching clients, they receive 4 45-minute coaching calls instead of 4 30-minute coaching calls. And it's a bigger
okay,
investment. It's $1,500 a month. So it goes up, it's a bigger investment for the client. It's 4 45-minute coaching calls a month. And I have some online courses, and those are become included. Those courses usually go for about $1,200.
okay,
And it's a lot of worksheets and videos, and it walks the students, who's ever using it, through every step of the reframing and asking. So it's both personal and business,
okay.
of course. And then at the book we're going to start with is there'll be a book club once a month. I used to do mastermind groups, but the mastermind groups start out really great. Everybody shows up, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, like huddle in our office.
yeah, and right, and you've got the huddles, and you've got so many of those things, and clients have, and then they have mastermind groups, and so I didn't, we didn't put that into the program. But if you want to move to executive coaching, that would be great. And if not, then I'll keep you where you are, but in 3 months, I'll probably ask you to move to executive coaching, just so you're aware of it. Okay. All right, just so you know. Okay, so anyway, the reason why I was telling you that is because I'm going to walk you through an exercise, and it's going to take a few minutes because it's already a half hour. It So I'm going to ask you a couple questions. It's all
Okay,
mindset stuff. Is that okay?
sure.
All right, and I have permission. Your subconscious is going to give me permission to ask some uncomfortable questions.
Yes, whether I answer them or not
It's
is
going to be another. Okay, that's okay. That's all right.
I usually answer if I know. I can
All
figure
right.
it out.
So, where does the need for perfectionism come from?
Um, the way I was raised, two type A parents, where you do all you're capable of, and that's a gift you've been given, and you're not to waste it. And the to whom much is given, much is expected, all that.
Okay, so that was their philosophy and their way of being. What's your way of being?
Um, this is very Methodist of me to say this, but it's due. The Methodists say do all the good you can for all the people you can as often as you can. And I might not say I'm doing all the good, but I just say I'm doing all I can for as many people as I can, as
Hmm.
often as I can.
Yeah, it's interesting. So you've got a bucket. You've got a
Yes.
bucket, right? And in this bucket, there's water. And that water is sustaining you. That water represents your health, your well-being, your physical fitness, the time you spend with your family, the time you spend
Hmm.
working on relationships, the time you are giving.
Hmm.
I'm not really familiar with your particular religion and the beliefs that are aligned with that, but I
It's
don't think
just the
there's
Protestant work ethic. It's the Protestant work ethic.
okay. So you have to, if I am wrong, tell me, but my belief is, and from what I know, there is um, there's no religion, there's no belief system that asks you to be so completely self-sacrificing. Is that correct?
Well, it's not completely self-sacrificing. It's for, it feeds something in you. I mean, you're getting good out of it
Hmm.
because and I say I have the helper gene. I like helping, I like educating. Um, it doesn't seem to matter it matters, but it's not centered on how much they appreciate it or
Yeah, no,
it's kind of
and
like
it should never
being a
be, it should
parent,
never be about that. No, that's great that
Yeah,
it's not because it's not, because you're not doing it for that. You're doing it, whether they appreciate it or not, it doesn't matter. You're
right.
doing it because, right? So the reason why I'm asking you is because there's a point when it becomes overgiving and
Yes,
it becomes where you're getting depleted
yes,
because you're giving so much, but then it leaves you with nothing.
yes,
And that right there is where you have to find your point when you finally say, okay, I'm going to give, I'm going to do, I'm going to share, I'm going to teach, I'm going to help, I'm going to do all of these things. And yet there's a line somewhere within you, and there's a boundary where you have
yes.
to protect yourself. So where, like, do you have that boundary now, or do you feel like you're overgiving? Like, where is that?
um I don't think I have that boundary until I'm I can't do anymore.
So you
um
wait till the last minute.
well, it's sort of the two speeds: full speed ahead, dead in the water.
Hmm. So if you could have a choice, what would it look like?
It would be full speed ahead, well rested. I like I like working. I like having the next thing to do. I enjoy being busy to have a full day, but I don't like for it to be overdone where if I start out 5 minutes late to the first thing, it's only going to get worse and worse all day long. Um, I would like for it to be a little calmer where I wasn't rushing from thing to thing. I always think I can get more done than I can in the time I have allotted. And I'm late places not because I'm disrespectful of the people, although it turns out that way. It's because I think I can get one more thing done. And that could be part of the perfectionism too. I'm just realizing I think, oh, those other shoes would look better, or oh, I forgot my water, or um, just trying to get it all in. It's almost like a game of how much I can do, um, and how good it can be. I want to be the first one to turn in my paper, and I want it to be 100. So I don't know. I've been this way a long time. I'm sure
I know. So
how
and
much
so
different I
thinking,
can be.
well, it's a pattern.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say something to you, and it's gonna sound a little harsh, okay?
Okay.
And I don't mean it to be this way, but I want you to really hear this, okay?
Okay.
In any given moment, you're making choices. And when you say, I know this is going to make me late, but I want to change my shoes, you're making your shoes more important than the client that you're going to be late to.
Right.
If the most important thing truly is your client and being on time and having the reputation to be on time, because now you probably
Mhm.
have a reputation of being late all the time, right?
With my friends more than with clients, I'm a little more.
Yeah.
And more recently, I've been sort of the better organized of the night before, thinking through what has to get done, and then
Good.
being dressed for the day before I come sit at my desk, or before that, that helps a lot. It's it's like I
Yeah.
think, oh, I'm here. This is the time of the day. I'm going to be near the cleaners. I can run in and pick up the stuff, and then I'll be more efficient because I won't have to. Um,
Double
I'm
back.
literally overthinking everything. I
Yeah.
map how I'm going somewhere to make sure I'm going the fastest route, even when I know the route, because I don't know what traffic will be like. I'm I'm never not churning in there.
Okay. So what would you rather be thinking about?
Um, Sweet grandbabies, or um, um, I mean, I'm looking forward to the cold, icy weather, so I have a reason to just stay home,
Yeah.
and I'll get caught up maybe on things at home. So I'm not really thinking about resting. I'm thinking about what I can get done when I'm housebound, um, so that I'll have relief when I get
Yeah.
out of the house. There won't be so much to do.
All right. Okay. So tell me something that I think, and I asked you this a while ago, but I don't remember. What's the a kind of food that you really hate? Like if there was nothing left to eat on this earth and it was just this one thing, you still would have a really hard time eating it.
Liver.
Okay, yes, we did talk about this. Okay.
No, no, we didn't. That's somebody else who doesn't like liver.
Oh, somebody else then doesn't like liver. I thought I asked you this question. That's so funny. Okay. So, and what's your favorite food? Like you could eat it all day long. Dessert, regular food, whatever it is. What's your favorite thing to eat?
Probably pizza, when you think about something I could eat all day long.
Is it New York pizza? Because I'm sorry, in Texas, you guys just don't know what pizza is.
It's what I like is thin and crunchy. So it's not deep dish, or,
Oh,
but
it's
I
all right.
do
I
love
don't,
New York pizza. Just
yeah. I,
the little street place, and it'll be fantastic.
okay, all right. Yeah, I'm just being a snobby New York pizza person here. So, okay. All right, great. So, all right. So sit back, relax, put your hands on your lap, uncross your legs, just be comfortable
Okay.
for a moment. No pen in your
Okay.
hand, just relax, okay? We're
Okay.
gonna do this very quickly because we're already over a few minutes and I don't want to take too much of your time. Just close your eyes, keep them closed. Just listen to my voice. Nothing's gonna happen. You have no place to go, nowhere to be, nothing to do in this moment. Just let things slide. Allow a nice deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Allow another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And just continue with your eyes closed, breathing normally. And just focus on the air as it goes in through your nostrils and out through your mouth, and how it feels going across your upper lip. And just continue breathing normally and focusing on your breath. And notice how your body feels. And let's do a quick scan, starting at the top of your head. If there's any tension or tightness, just release it and allow that space to just relax. And scan down your jaw. If your jaw is tight, just relax your jaw and continue breathing, keeping your eyes closed. And go down to the back of your neck and relax your neck and your shoulders. And just relax through the tips of your fingers, down through your arms, your wrists. Everything's just feeling very relaxed and just really falling into the chair. And go down your spine to your hips, your lower back. Any tightness, just relax and kind of feel yourself melting into the chair. down through your upper thighs, down your legs, all the way down to your feet, your toes, and just be in a real state of relaxation. With your eyes closed, continue breathing normally and just really focus on your breath. How it feels going in when your body expands, how it feels on the exhale when your body's contracting. And really just feel into that and how that feels. And just continue breathing with your eyes closed. And imagine there's a screen in the left corner of your mind's eye. It's like a movie screen, just kind of popped up there. And you're relaxing in your favorite chair or couch, lounge chair, in your favorite place, and you're enjoying the moment and you're seeing a screen. And on the screen, you're watching a movie. And on the movie screen, you're watching a little girl whose parents are teaching her all their values. They're teaching her to be good and to give, and that she's been blessed and it's her duty now to continue that and make sure that she's giving and sharing with gratitude. And it's not a bad lesson. It's actually a beautiful gift her parents are giving her. And the little girl's taking it very seriously. And you're watching this as a movie and you're just feeling what she feels. Now put yourself into that little girl as if you're looking at her parents through your eyes. And just see your parents, what they're saying, hear what they're saying, see what they're doing, feel what you're feeling as a little girl. The beliefs, the patterns, the habits. And just pay attention to what you're hearing, what they're saying, what you're smelling. And come out of the movie with your eyes closed. Keep breathing. Continue that. And look at that little girl again. And invite that little girl, put your hand, invite her to come off the screen and stand with you. And imagine yourself kneeling down and looking at that little girl in her eyes. And with compassion and love, just tell her whatever message it is that you think that she would benefit from hearing right now in this moment. She's taking on a lot of responsibility. She's taking on the values of adults. She's learning. And just share with her something that you believe will help her to not overgive. To help her know that there's a moment in time when she does need to take care of herself so she can be stronger for everyone around her. Let her know that it's okay. You love her. You give her a big hug. And just feel how much love you have for this child. And just stand up and grab her, hold of her hand tight. And tell her you're going to be okay. And imagine yourself just holding her hand and walking towards wherever it was that you started this journey. Allow a nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Good?
Good. Thank you.
Welcome. So, is there anything that You want to share anything that came up for you?
It's more than just giving, it's intensity. It's that urgency. Um, I'm too intense for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Um, because I think things have to be right.
Mhm.
And sometimes that's me being right, and sometimes it's things being right. Uh, I have an ego. It's not a runaway ego, but I don't want to be called to the principal's office. I don't want to be in trouble. I don't want to be blamed for something. And I think if I think ahead and figure out that flow chart in advance, then I can make the decisions now that keep me out of trouble.
That's fantastic awareness. So what in that would be the first thing you'd like to see shifted within yourself?
Yes, I don't know, figure out a way to relax. It's what I think about. Um, I think I have circling the drain thinking about if I, um, you know, neglect something at the house, I don't know, it leads to the house falling down. You know, a little thing like ants on the counter. I don't have ants on the counter. Um,
So there's a couple different ways. There's some tools that you can use. I want to make sure that the one that I suggest is gonna, um, I mean, are you open to trying something different?
sure.
Okay. So when you have a thought, when you have a thought of something where you know in your mind, because I think you're aware of when you're wasting your time and energy on thinking on something, can you start to call it liver? Oh, that's liver.
Sure. I like
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
The
That,
simpler, the better.
that's the liver speaking. Okay.
Yes.
What would I
Yes.
tell the little girl?
Yeah.
And that little girl is really your inner child. Okay.
Hmm.
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 What advice would I give my inner child?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When I have a thought that I'm wasting my time, did you say?
Hmm. The thing is that when you start thinking about all the things that could happen in the future, all you're doing is you're wasting energy and you're not present in this moment.
Yes.
And the most important thing is to be present and aware and in the moment,
Okay.
paying attention to what you're doing right now in this moment. And that's really the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Have you ever listened to Eckhart Tolle? I'm going to send you something. Uh, he's one of the wise sages. He's in that generation with like Deepak Chopra
Hmm.
and Les Brown and Gary Zukav, Neil Donald Walsh. I don't know if you've heard of any of these names. Wayne Dyer, Louise.
Yes, Wayne Dyer. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So Deepak Chopra, it's hard to understand. He has a thick accent.
Hmm.
So if you can listen to him for a few minutes, he has a whole thing on presence.
Okay.
It's a state of mind.
Okay.
And if you can focus on just staying in the moment and being present,
Okay.
I think that will help you too.
What was the first thing you said when you said, have you heard of something that started with an E?
Eckhart Tolle.
Is that a person?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you the link. I'll send you
Okay.
a text. It'll have his name and everything in there for you.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'll send it to you in a few minutes. All right.
Okay.
All right. Beyond that, for now,
Yeah.
when you find yourself wasting your mental energy
Mm-hmm.
on something, it's called liver.
Okay.
Why is liver taking up space in my head right now?
Yes.
Why am I giving liver power? Why am I allowing the liver to make me late? If it's not serving you. So it's a shift in your habit of thinking, the patterns, the way that you look at things.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So I will see you next week.
I'll be here.
Okay. And let me know if what you want to do about the executive coaching, if you want to wait 3 months or if you want to jump on, what you want to do. That's all good. And I just want to confirm us for next week. I believe. Yep. The 30th. Friday the 30th. Okay. Same
Okay.
time.
Good deal. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. And let me know when you text, what was his name? Or the guy you're going to call
Oh,
later? The young
Travis.
guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me know what happens. Okay.
I will do it. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome, Kath. Okay. Have a great week.
Thank you. See you soon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.